I've met some pretty good liars in my time. People who sound convincing because they actually believe their own bullshit. Type is clever. Hard to catch out.
Frank Morgan is not one of those people.
No, he is not.
KGPL calling car 11K. 11K, come in.
11K, go ahead.
Message from Technical Services. Blood found in the abandoned Lincoln at the PE Freight Depot is not human. Repeat, not human. Compositional analysis reveals swine as the most likely match.
Roger, KGPL. Time to reel this guy in, Phelps.
Code 6. Continue to respond.
Out of the car. Police.
Not on your life, Buster.
Whoa.
Watch what you're doing!
Let's check the place out. Come on.
Apartment 2.
Help you, gentlemen?
LAPD detectives, Mr. Black. You're under arrest.
Look, I'm really sorry about this. I never tried to hurt anyone. I just needed to get away from L.A. I won't put up a struggle. Just let me get my things.
I knew it! Phelps, go after him. I'll try and head him off in the car. Remember, the gun is the last resort.
There's no point running, Adrian. Mr. Black, get back here right now.
Stop right
It's
there,
over, Adrian. Why not just come clean with her, Black? Why the melodrama?
I thought it would be easier.
No, it just got a whole lot harder. Adrian Black, you're under arrest for conspiracy and fraud. We'll see what the DA has to say about wasting police resources on a wild goose chase like this.
You're gonna lose your wife, lose your job, and probably end up in the big house. I hope she was worth it, Adrian.
That turned out to be quite some case, huh? Adrian, what an idiot. You got an arrest and a clearance in your first case, and in fine style, too. Well done, detective. Efficient investigation technique, good public presence. You keep that up and you learn from Bukowski here, you could go a long way in this department. Okay, we're gonna keep this short. I'm already late for the DA. First up, Phelps, Bukowski. We got a report of a brand new Packard abandoned in an empty lot off 2nd Street between Olive and Grand. DR is one Oswald Jacobs, says the vehicle was dumped in his backyard. There's a patrolman on site. Get down there and see what you can turn up. Any questions? Good, get going.
Better go earn our pathetic wages.
Yeah, I'm thinking of moving up to a 45.
Rimsky, O'Halloran. Intelligence has information on a stolen car racket.
An abandoned vehicle. We catch all the good ones, huh, Phelps?
Sounds like there's more to it than that. Nobody dumps a shiny new Packard unless they borrowed it without asking.
You don't say. You're on fire today, Einstein.
Very funny.
Mark George, still at the 496 Broad West. You have another assignment here, Central?
Watch it. You hear about Adrian? Broad in Seattle threw him out. The wife says she's going to take him back.
Women generally show more compassion.
What are you talking about? Adrian dumped on her. He was humping the secretary. Margaret should show some pride.
Pride comes before a fall, Bukowski. Talking from experience.
Wait, Adrian. Shocker.
Watch it!
Officer needs help, 103 MD. Was there any fire precinct unit that is connected for some... Units in the vicinity.
Phelps, traffic.
I'm Officer Houlihan. Car's down the alleyway, detectives.
We got a call about an abandoned vehicle.
Yes, sir. The car has flags. Might be some kind of diplomatic vehicle.
Has anyone touched this vehicle since you arrived?
No. And that Jacobs bird over there was on station before I got here.
We'll talk with him in a moment. Give us some time to look the place over.
Sure, take your time. He's a sore-headed old son of a bitch anyway.
We'll have to use the registration to trace the owner. It's owned by the Argentinian embassy.
Empty.
Stealing the wheels is for amateurs. The car ring would have stripped it in a warehouse. Combination wrench. Must have used it to remove the wheel lugs.
No good to me.
Phelps, badge 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
Could you run the name Dewey Brothers? Possibly a dealership or car mechanic's workshop.
One moment. Dewey Brothers Packard Dealership, 629 Figueroa Street.
Got it. Thanks. Oswald Jacobs?
That's right.
So that's someone.
What exactly happened here, Mr. Jacobs?
Last night, I was looking out of my window. I like to keep an eye on what's going on.
I can understand that.
You see this empty lot? Damn kids play stickball here. Always breaking my windows. Always asking for their ball back.
Can we get back to the car, Mr. Jacobs?
Don't be impatient, Sonny. Anyways, last night I see this brand spanking new Packard up on bricks.
Did you see who stole the Packard?
Hell yes, I did. I saw 3 goddamn Mexicans going to work on it.
Can you tell us what they were doing?
Using the headlights of an old Ford so they could strip the thing. I yelled out to them, "I'll call the cops." So they loaded up their car and drove off, tooting and hollering and yelling obscenities at me in Mexican.
You speak Spanish, sir?
No, I do not.
After the Mexicans left, you didn't go anywhere near the car?
After I scared them off? No, I didn't go anywhere near that car.
You went out to the car. Once they were gone, you had to take a look for yourself.
I was curious. Ain't no law against that. So what if I took a look around that car? You can't be accusing me of nothing.
Tell me about the car they were driving.
It was an old Ford. I didn't catch the license number.
You look like the kind of guy who notices details.
You're right there. The car was old, but it looked brand new. Candy apple red paint job stands out a mile.
What exactly did you see them take?
They was working on the tires. That's all that was took.
Right. So what did you take, Jacobs? Do you want my partner to pat you down?
I found a notebook in the glove compartment. I was going to show you. It's on the chair on my porch.
Thank you for your help, Mr. Jacobs. You can speak to Officer Thibault about signing a formal statement.
When you get the car out of the way, maybe you could come back and do something about those kids.
Well, how about we bring you an umpire's mask?
Okay, so we have the owner of the vehicle, a degenerate. I'll run John Madsen by R&I. Contact details on a William Dewey. This looks like business rather than pleasure. Cole Phelps, badge 1247.
How can I help, Detective?
Can you put me through to Michigan 2458, please?
Connecting you now.
Hello, can I help you?
LAPD, ma'am. Can I speak to John Madsen, please?
He's at school, officer. What's this about? Is he in trouble?
How old is your boy, ma'am?
Just turned 16.
Wrong person, Mrs. Madsen. Sorry to disturb you. Are there any messages for me?
There's just one message for you, Detective. A 4-door Packard, diplomatic license number Paul Robert 706, was reported missing this morning by Juan Francisco Valdez.
Could you have him brought in?
He's already here at Central, Detective. He's demanding an audience, as he calls it.
Thanks. Can you get a message to Captain Leary? Tell him we'll be in as soon as we can. Thanks for your help. Can you cordon off this lot until we have the vehicle impounded?
Yes, sir, Detective.
We'll follow up on the owner. Get a statement from Jacobs, and I'll read your report back at the station.
We can visit the Packard dealership or head back to Central and interview this Valdez character. Your call.
Nothing significant.
Officer, please tell me what's going on.
Clear this area immediately.
It's him.
All these people are vultures, officer.
This has got to be the 50th abandoned vehicle call we have caught this year. One more, and I'm going to go crazy.
Not your favorite cases?
You kidding me? This is barely even police work. Of all the bad guys in this city, we get lumped with the ones who can't even be bothered to keep what they steal.
Officer needs help, 103 MD.
Don't tell me, let me guess. You were making your way past the lot, caught sight of the new model four-door, and couldn't help yourself. You could see yourself in that car and just had to take a closer look. Well, I can't say as I blame you.
LAPD, Mac. We'd like to speak with the owner.
That's me, William Dewey, proprietor, at your service.
We're investigating the theft of a Packard belonging to the Argentine embassy. Are you missing a combination wrench?
I don't know, Detective, but I know how we can find out. Follow me. We keep all our tools in here.
Mind if we look around?
Be my guest. You sure you guys aren't interested in a new car? Huh? Maybe a used car. I have some nice used cars for guys your wage bracket.
Why don't you give us some alone time, Dewey? Go sell some cars or whatever it is that you do here.
That's not right. One left.
Gabriel Delgado is missing a 3/4.
Yo. Alright. I'm just doing LA Noire like thing, and then, but I'm streaming it on my
I don't think this is going to
like
help
the
us.
YouTube one where I upload the things. I guess there's not really a point streaming it. It's just because I guess I don't know. There's on YouTube it doesn't delete it, you know.
Aye. I can't be asked for playing it either, to be honest.
And so shit.
No good. We need diplomatic plates.
It's literally so bad. Like, I don't know. Exactly. Like, the idea of pubs doesn't excite me. The idea of league play doesn't excite me. League play, blackout is dog shit, etc., etc.
GBs later, maybe?
Possibly, I guess. Because I guess that's different. I actually call it like we're to blame if we lose, you know.
Aye, because it's just me and you, innit? It's like...
Packards are great cars.
Fuck
This
it.
doesn't
What
look like the kind of place favored by foreign enemies.
season you in your Arsenal career?
Only second.
What happened in the first season? Did you win anything?
No, nothing. Because I simmed it just so I could start in the second season.
Aye,
But
I'm 7 as well. When did you finish the league?
it was a Champions League spot, so whatever that is.
That's good, that's what you have to do, isn't it? Finish there, but...
So I'm just a bit luck when it comes to simming it.
No, mate, I've been... This is another night, right, but I was fucking coming up against Everton, right, and obviously I want to finish top 4 so I get Champions League.
Yeah.
So I saved it so that if I get beat off him I could just go back into it, go back in so I can sim it again. Mate, I actually must get beat off him 30 times in a row last night. I was like, fuck it, I'm actually...
Wait, you don't play any games?
I'm playing fucking Europa League, but I can't be asked playing against fucking Everton, mate.
Oh,
but I need to because I can't beat him simming. I simmed it 30 times yesterday and I didn't beat him. I need to play it, know what I mean? I can't beat him simming it.
Fair enough. It's
insane, mate. Fucking dog shit, mate. Richarlison scores a hat-trick against me every game. I'm like, the cunt's fucking 88 or something. Like, give me a break.
I sim them out and then I play the games that I sort of need to play. But I've been getting, like, I need to get better, man. Literally, it was 2-1 against Tottenham in the FA Cup, or Carabao, one of the cups. And they won the first leg 3-1, like, I actually played it, they won it 3-1. And the second one I'm up 3-1, and then they make it 3-2. And then I make it, wait, what would 3-2 make it? In aggregate.
What, the first one was 3-1? 4-3.
Aye, it must have been that, because I must have... Anyway, I lost by 1 goal. Finished like 5-4 to them in aggregate. It was so heartbreaking. They played extra time and everything.
How do you know about that?
Fucking hell, man.
I don't
Yeah,
know
I need to
Valdez.
fucking step up. Better beat
The
them, I
embassy
swear.
bought
I'll
the
fucking
car.
mental if I don't beat them.
All I know is he must
Yeah,
know a
I'm just
quality
playing the
car
game,
when he
that I mean,
sees
I've
one.
signed it fucking 30 times. I signed fucking Havertz as well. Then he signed like Pepe, David Luiz and Tierney.
Yeah,
I signed all them and I signed Havertz as well.
it's not bad. I think I got rid of Ozil last night because he wasn't going up, and my David Luiz isn't going up either. He's actually went down. Came in at 83, now he's just staying at 82. Mac Tierney's up to 84.
Oof.
And that Kolasinac guy, he's more in saying give me playtime. And then my Mkhitaryan's went down, but I guess it's because I've been playing Pepe instead of him. But now I sort of need to use Mkhitaryan unless I can get another player. Yeah. Oh,
Wait, did you sell Ramsey?
No, but he's dog shit.
Wait, did you not see his goal? I scored it in trenches.
Was that him, the flick up one?
Aye.
That was a class one. I don't even.
Yeah,
I got. There was some goals.
I know. What level do you play on?
Ultimate.
I see.
It's because I mean, if you play Ultimate, it's like it's a good one though, because it's not too hard, but then you do need to try, you know. Yeah.
I just can't wait to actually play career mode of FIFA 20 now.
Nice, man.
Mate, I wasn't even looking forward, like, career modes don't really bother me, man, and then you play it and I'm like, fucking... Shocking to play it now.
I see this game, I know Noire, I sort of need to like focus when I'm playing it. So what I'll do is I'll stay in the party, but then I'll mute you, and then I'll play it for a little bit, and then if I'm going on another game, then I'll just unmute it or something, you know. It's because it's like fucking interrogations and that, and then he's just said a full thing, and then you need to choose if he's lying or not, or tell him if you doubt him, or if he's lying, and he just said a full thing, and I was just like, mate, I generally don't know. Just let him get away with it. But you could wait, would it just be easier if I just left the party? Wait, God knows. No, I'll just I don't know. I'll just mute you, but I'll DM you when I'm thinking or whatever, you know. Get you.
So Valdez was just driving by, and he saw the car.
Yeah, something like that. Happens all the time.
Where can we find Delgado?
I don't know. Sure as hell isn't here.
Address, Dewey, or my partner shoves her head in a car door.
Okay, all right. Apartment 3, 103 Hill Street. And tell him from me, if he ever shows his face around here again, I'm gonna kick his butt from here to Kingdom Come.
A wrench from this dealership was used to strip the wheels from a Packard last night, Mr. Dewey. A couple of Hispanics were seen taking parts.
We've had a spate of thefts ourselves. Comes with the location. Thieving bastards will steal anything the minute your back is turned.
What are you hiding, Dewey? Spill it. You don't want the LAPD getting too interested in this place.
So I hire a few illegals. It's cheaper than hiring returning GIs. They have less attitude. Downside is they're a little light-fingered.
Thank you for your help, Mr. Dewey.
No problem. God damn that kid. I'm just an honest car salesman. Seems like you just don't know who you can trust these days.
Going to movies, Dewey. You're missing your calling. We really ought to take more time over the Packard, Phelps. Let's head back to the empty lot.
You read the story in the Examiner about the Navy developing three-dimensional movies?
What's a dimension?
You know, like a graph. Vertical axis is Y and horizontal is X.
Well, that's clear as mud.
Third dimension would be Z. So things would be popping out of the screen.
That's ridiculous. Scare people out of the theater. In God's name would want that.
I don't know. People scoffed at the idea of talkies in color, and look what we have now.
Continue to respond, please.
Okay, let's see what Gabriel has to say for himself.
I just hope our archangel hasn't already flown.
What the hell is this guy doing?
Here he is, apartment 3.
Yeah,
LAPD, ma'am. We're looking for Gabriel Delgado.
Gabriel?
We're from the police. Policia, you understand?
Yes, I understand. Could you come inside?
What is your name?
Ana Rodriguez.
Is Gabriel Delgado here, Ms. Rodriguez?
No. What do you want with Gabriel? Is he in trouble?
Stay where you are, Ms. Rodriguez. We need to take a look around.
But he is not here. I have told you.
Check out the surrounds. I'll stay with the broad.
So how far along are you, Anna?
Nearly 20 weeks.
Right. So how's it going to be when you go into labor and he's not around?
You are wrong about
Difficult to
Gabriel.
tell whether it's the suspect
He will
vehicle
be a
from
good
the scene.
father. Already
Certainly
he works
Gabriel's
hard
pride
to
and
do
joy.
right for us.
Unless you help us here, Anna, your little one won't be seeing Papa for a very long time.
Serving breakfast for 2, Anna? You should have cleared up.
It doesn't appear to be connected. Not sure this means much.
It looks like Valdez gets his wheel back. Diplomatic license plates.
We really ought to take more time over the Packard, Phelps. Let's head back to the empty lots.
You're in serious trouble, Miss Rodriguez.
But Gabriel is not here. I have done nothing wrong.
Why did he steal the car, Anna?
The customer insulted him. He has his honor, no?
His honor, Anna?
He said Dewey's friend tried to make a woman out of him. He no longer respects this man, Dewey. He took the car to show this maricon that he is a man.
Tell us the truth, Anna. Has Gabriel been here?
I haven't seen him for at least 3 nights.
You keep lying to me, and I'll send you and your baby to jail.
He lives here, but he hasn't come home. I swear it.
Enough, Anna. There are signs all over this place that he's been back.
He was here last night. I have never seen him so angry. He went out to his shed and put some things in it. I don't know what, and I don't want to know. I love him.
We found a license plate matching our stolen vehicle in the shed. Add in the assortment of parts, and we can make Gabriel for a dozen other thefts. It's time to get serious, Anna.
You must ask these questions of Gabriel. I know nothing of these car parts.
Then tell us where he is. If your baby is born in prison, Anna, the corrections officers will take it from you. You will see your son or daughter through a metal grate for half an hour a week.
The start line is on 1st and Santa Fe. There is a spillway under the bridge that leads to the river. Many policia have wrecked trying to follow him.
We will put in a good word for you, Anna. As far as we're concerned, this sits with Gabriel.
Start line. That sounds like a street race to me. It's gotten out of hand this last year. No wonder Delgado has such an eye for fine automobiles.
We know where the kid is. Let's go stop these clowns and get them off the streets.
Do we have a Juan Francisco Valdez in for questioning?
Sure do, Phelps. Your bird's an interview, too. And get this, he's wearing gloves and doing his best not to touch anything. Can you beat that?
Sounds like we don't want to keep this guy waiting. It's this way.
That's the guy from... About time. Are you the senior officer I requested?
I'm Detective Phelps, and this is Detective Bukowski.
Have you any idea how long I've been waiting to speak with you? I am needed back at the consulate, and you keep me here like a common criminal.
All right, friend. Let's take a deep breath and start all over again.
Mr. Valdez.
Consul General. I insist on my full title.
Where did you purchase the car?
My secretary and driver arranged the purchase. A disreputable place, Dewey Brothers by name. As soon as I can have it arranged, I will have my Hispano Suiza brought up from Buenos Aires.
Bought a Packard, Valdez? A snob like you doesn't drive an American car. I want answers or I'll smack you around the teeth.
William Dewey offered me a substantial bribe to make a purchase at his establishment. It is not unusual to make this kind of transaction in the civil service.
Tell that to the Argentine taxpayers.
Consul General, we have located your car. Can you tell us how it was stolen?
It must have been stolen from the consular garage. Terribly inconvenient, of course. I want the perpetrator soundly flogged.
Unfortunately, we don't do that here, Your Worship.
You have a pretty good idea who stole the car, don't you, Consul General? Are you going to tell me, or do I shake it out of you?
There's no call for violence. I suspect a disgruntled car dealership.
You have a name for this kid?
Gabriel, like the archangel. I have no surname.
So tell us about this kid, Gabriel. You had a run-in with him?
Mecánico. A presumptuous young man who did not know his place. He presumed to ask me questions.
We do a lot of presuming here in the United States, Consul General. It comes with the turf.
So a consul general gets in a public row with a junior car mechanic. You expect me to believe that that's all that happened?
I expect you to draw your own conclusions and to discontinue this aggressive behavior.
We'll be in touch, Consul General. Finished with Valdez.
Thank God. I'll get rid of him in a couple of hours.
What kind of man leaves his pregnant girlfriend at home while he goes off to play cars?
Pregnant girlfriends aren't always a barrel of laughs. Everyone needs to let off a little steam. Some guys wouldn't come back home at all.
Are you talking from experience?
Quick as we shut one of these races down, another one springs up somewhere else. Kids used to steal cars to sell them. Now they just want to wrap them around a lamppost. The next 16-year-old I have to peel off the sidewalk, you're calling the mother. I've had enough of those to last me a lifetime.
All units in the vicinity. Citizen reports at 415 at the corner of Banning and Santa Fe. Suspect vehicles engaged in illegal street racing. Units to handle code 3 identified.
There's the red Ford. That's Delgado right there.
Quick! They're getting away!
Phelps, 1247. Requesting assistance at 1st and Santa Fe. Reports of an illegal street race.
Stay on Delgado. He's getting away. Gonna lose him.
Delgado is our boy. Forget the others. Enough games, Phelps. Take this guy out.
Step on it, Phelps. Take him out.
You're gonna die, Garacho.
Lay into his wheel, Archie. Come on.
God damn it, Cole. Hold it steady.
Gabriel Delgado, you're under arrest for grand theft auto.
Fuck you, puto! You should speak to the maricon. Valdez, I showed him. Now who's a man? I should have burned his fucking car.
You got a foreign dignitary outed as a fruit and a kitty raper, a car dealer we're gonna let slide for the kickbacks, and a street punk car thief who sure as hell won't be taking liberties with other people's autos again anytime soon. That, Detective Phelps, is not a bad haul. You keep your chin low and your hands high, and you keep bringing me clearances just like that one. That's textbook policing, and we need more of it in this department.
You have any plans for Weekend Liberty, Jack?
My sisters have been working in Los Angeles in a bomber factory. They're coming down to visit. I'm meeting them at the station at 6.
Good for you, Jack. Are they cute?
They're my sisters, Hank.
Attention! Final inspection before Liberty.
Good job, Kelso.
Are we going somewhere, gentlemen? Full inspection. It had better be exceptional if any of you want liberty this weekend. Kelso, this carbine. The bore is dirty.
No, it isn't.
Are you arguing with me, Kelso?
Do what you need to do, Sergeant. You know the bore is immaculate.
Weekend liberty canceled. 2-day field drill. Clean this rifle.
No.
Do you know the penalty for insubordination, Kelso?
Jack, don't do it.
Forget him, Hank. He doesn't have what it takes.
Are you two finished? Are you going to clean this rifle?
No, Sergeant. Cole is right. I'm going to stop playing games and join a rifle company and fight the real enemy. right, gentlemen, I just got this handed to me. A hit-and-run felony at Ray's Cafe, 208 North Los Angeles. Got a patrolman on site. The coroner's on his way. Get down there, see if you can find any witnesses who can put a make on the car.
Yeah, the bum took a swipe at me. Put him down with my sap.
Hey, I gave his wife a tap.